It is illegal to hunt peacocks in Sri Lanka. Strangely, best ever food review show created by American filmmaker Will Sonbuchner was not aware of this. Now he is facing a lawsuit, and if proven guilty, he may receive up to 5 years imprisonment, accused of killing and consuming a peacock within the boundaries of Midoriwaya National Park. The incident, which reportedly occurred in 2019 or 2020, came to light after a video of the act went viral on social media, garnering over 8 million views and sparking public outrage. Wildlife Ranger W.M. Kumarasiri Wijakun brought the matter to the attention of the Mahayangana Magistrate Court. The video footage shows the peacock being hunted using traditional vetted tools such as a bow and arrow, then roasted, dipped in bee honey, and consumed in accordance with indigenous customs. Peacocks in Sri Lanka. The Indian peafowl, Pavo cristatus, commonly known as the peacock, is not only the national bird of India but also holds significant cultural and ecological importance in Sri Lanka. These majestic birds are found throughout the island, particularly in dry zone forests, scrublands, and agricultural areas. Sri Lanka has robust wildlife protection laws, primarily governed by the Fauna and Flora Protection Ordinance, FFPO, of 1937, which has been amended several times to strengthen conservation efforts. Under this law, peacocks are classified as protected species, making it illegal to hunt, capture, or kill them without proper authorization. Key aspects of wildlife protection laws pertaining to peacocks in Sri Lanka include: 1. Protected status. Peacocks are listed as protected birds under Schedule 2 of the FFPO, which prohibits their hunting, capture, or possession without a special permit. 2. Penalties. Violations of the FFPO can result in hefty fines and imprisonment. For hunting protected species like peacocks, offenders can face fines up to 100,000 Sri Lankan rupees and sure imprisonment for up to 5 years. 3. National Park regulations. The incident occurring within Midoriwaya National Park adds another layer of legal complexity, as activities such as hunting are strictly prohibited within national park boundaries. 4. Cultural exemptions. While the law does provide some exemptions for traditional practices of indigenous communities, these are typically limited and do not extend to protected species or activities within national parks. The controversy. This case has ignited a debate on the balance between preserving indigenous cultural practices and enforcing wildlife protection laws. The Veda community, recognized as the Aboriginal inhabitants of Sri Lanka, have traditionally relied on hunting and gathering for subsistence. However, as conservation efforts have intensified and wildlife populations have come under increasing pressure, conflicts between traditional practices and modern conservation laws have become more frequent. Supporters of the Veda community argue that their traditional hunting practices are sustainable and deeply rooted in their cultural identity. They contend that criminalizing these practices infringes on their rights as indigenous people. Conversely, conservationists and wildlife officials stress the importance of protecting endangered and threatened species, regardless of cultural traditions. They argue that exceptions to wildlife protection laws could set dangerous precedents and undermine conservation efforts. The involvement of a foreign national in the incident adds another dimension to the case, raising questions about cultural tourism and its potential impact on local customs and wildlife. Moving forward, as the investigation continues, this case is likely to prompt broader discussions on several key issues. 1. The need for more nuanced wildlife protection laws that consider indigenous rights while ensuring effective conservation. 2. The role of education and community engagement in promoting wildlife conservation among indigenous communities. 3. The potential for developing sustainable ecotourism models that respect both cultural traditions and wildlife protection. 4. The challenges of enforcing wildlife protection laws in remote areas and national parks. This incident serves as a complex case study in the ongoing global dialogue about balancing cultural preservation, indigenous rights, and wildlife conservation. As Sri Lankan authorities work to resolve this specific case, it may well set important precedents for how similar conflicts are addressed in the future, not just in Sri Lanka, but in other countries grappling with similar challenges.